Race number 8 at Le Mans. I find myself starting with a qualifying lap of 4:04.962 in 8th place. I can do better than that, but I did not. So here we are in 8th place. Again, going back to my 7th race, my objective here is complete the race. Just complete the race. Don't get involved in all the drama. Just move forward and hopefully gain points as a result of just completing the race cleanly. So I'm not going to worry too much about getting past or passing people. I mean, I'm gonna fight it, but we'll see how that all plays out. So here I am back in 8th position. Riley O'Neill is right in front of me. He was in a previous race I was in, but let's see how this all takes place. I get a decent start. I move to the center to try to block off anybody, and I know the first turn coming up is a hard right, which I'm then going to have to downshift to get ready for the left chicane. I get passed on the left by this guy being a little aggressive. Everything kind of slows down here. It was a reasonable pass. He wasn't out of line. It was a good move by David there. Now, this individual is incredibly aggressive. That is number 20, Luis. I'm sorry, that's in front of him is Elliot. And Luis is a bit of an aggressive driver. Oh, I get pushed over a little bit there by Dennis. It was not intentional. I get 0 points for that. Zero penalty points. But here we go down the main straightaway. We're coming up on the first chicane. This is always kind of the most dangerous time. This first chicane with so much pressure around everybody. We see 2 drivers go off there. I'm going to back that up just a moment so you get a sense of what my view looked like. But these are 2 of the drivers who are past me and the one that was in front of me previously. And so let me give you my view. You see both of them collide. I avoid that accident as much as I can and get back underway. I've got Dennis in front of me and Luis in front of him. Luis has been pretty aggressive up till this point.
Whoever's the orange car is just rocked me. That's fucking twice now. You're there.
Here we go. Coming up to the second chicane. Brake it just past the 200-meter mark. Third gear, switching to second gear here. Some people are able to maintain third gear through there. I have not been able to figure that out yet. And now we're going to cruise down this straightaway to a soft right into slow down to a hard right. Now, you can see Dennis and Luis up ahead, and they collide right there, allowing me to kind of take the position from Luis. This is not the place I want to sit in, mainly because I'm a little concerned with how aggressive Luis has been. Dennis has been a little bit aggressive, but he gives room where needed. I'm trying to get a pass done on Dennis here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to hold it to make this right. And so eventually I back out of that, well aware that I've got Luis behind me again and concerned that he's going to slam into me. This is a hard right, downshifting into second gear once we get here. And you can see again, Luis is like itching to get past, just itching to get past me. So here we are again on the straightaway. It's a drag race down this way to a hard right coming up. Then into the Porsche curves, which are first a hard right, then a left, and a second left. I back out of this, allowing Dennis to take it. And Luis is, again, right on my tail, and I'm just really concerned about the way he's driving. So at some point, I'm kind of thinking maybe I should let him go past. this is the maneuver he does that kind of upset me. We're coming up to the final chicanes, and he just dive bombs this down here. I mean, it's actually, when you see it from that perspective, it doesn't look as bad as it felt when I was driving it. Let me show you what it looks like from my perspective. I'm about to cut left, and so he just flies in, goes off the track. I mean, it's a very reckless move from my view. Incredibly reckless. So now, at least he's in front of me and not behind me. I have dropped down at this point to 6th place. And I'm thinking, okay, with that aggressive move he just pulled off there, he's bound to cause another problem. So I'm just carefully watching what's going on here. We're on lap 2, I believe, at this point. Yeah, lap 2 of 7. I'm falling a bit behind those two, but using the draft here to keep me moving forward. I'm kind of excited that I'm driving very well. I'm in 6th place. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to hold on to it, but I'm going to give it my best at this point, as long as nothing risky happens. Pretty good exit from there. You can see I've gained a little bit of ground on them. And again, in my head, I'm repeating, I made the mistake last race of getting caught up in the race. And I'm saying, just finish the race. Just be careful. Let's brake at our braking point. We'll even brake slightly early here. I see this crazy assault going on in front of me. And actually, I'm going to see if I can't swing up to them so you can see what goes on from their perspective. I'm going to give you Luis's view.
You dumb fuckers.
Amazing. Amazing. Let's back this up. Let me give you the other view. So now we're in Dennis's view. This is one of the greatest crashes I've seen in the game. Just absurd. Came across Dennis like he was never gonna make that turn. Just not gonna happen. Here you can see it from this view. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking was gonna happen. But that was the end of Luis's race. Yeah, Dennis is a little upset. I try to calm him down a little bit.
Thank you, dumb shit. No, you have to do it in the fucking corner.
Told him I saw it coming. I saw that coming from far back.
Dive bomb me earlier.
All right, so that excitement done. We carry on with our mission, driving safe, getting through everything. I can see the guys behind me are starting to catch up to me.
I appreciate you giving us room while we were fighting earlier, and then he flew by me.
Dennis and I are forming a bond, I can see. But we're going to carry this battle on a little bit. And this is, again, where I get challenged the most, are these turns. You can see these guys behind me catching up to me significantly at this point. I've got to get better at that chicane. I've got to get better at it. There's no other answer. Race continues on. I'm going to zip forward here a little bit, show you where the passes happen, because I'm about to get passed. Let me back that up just for 1 second so you can see what just occurred there. And this is part of what causes me to lose my position. As we come onto the track here, you can see this guy coming out of the pit lane right there. He's just come out of the pits, and he's in my way, allowing the guy behind me to catch up to me as I slow down for him. But he's on cold tires, so he's not going to be able to hang with us because we're completely warmed at this point. And here it is. If I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times, I've done it myself. But the damage is done. He has slowed me down into the grip of these guys behind me, who genuinely probably would have caught me later. I'm just trying to keep up with Dennis in front of me, using him to help maybe draft. And we are reaching an incredibly high rate of speed here. Like, I'm in 6th gear, maxed out at this point, 183 miles an hour. I mean, and it's all because of the draft that we're getting, just drawing us along. It's absolutely powerful. And I know Patrick, who's right behind me, and David, the car behind him, are just chomping at the bit. They're ready to make a pass on me. One of the problems here is I start focusing on what's behind me. I need to focus on what's in front of me. But still, I come out of this fairly decent. I'm trying to get some distance between me and
You can't just run into people, but
Patrick. I don't know who's gotten in an accident. This is actually, I think, one of the races where, other than Luis earlier, for the most part, people were pretty respectable. I mean, they were aggressive. So you have an incident there where they get slowed down. But in general, people were very respectable. They gave people room. We drove hard. I am still in 6th place. Let me back that up just a bit so you can see what just occurred there, because those were the ones tailing me. So here we go. I am going to give you this view and let you see that as you come into this turn, you come into it very fast. You have to brake hard here. Sorry, let me back that up just so you can get another view of that. I will actually move to his car so you can see it from his perspective. He's coming into this too fast. He's not braking hard enough there. Loses grip off the track. Almost causes an accident for himself. We're back to me. Still chasing Dennis down. I've actually caught up to him significantly. Really feeling good about how I'm performing. The other thing I'll mention at this point too is I'm a bit tired. This is I think my 3rd or 4th race of the day, and it takes a tremendous amount of focus. I mean, it sounds crazy, but like 7 laps is all you're doing, and it's just like I'm finding myself mentally drained. I don't know how these endurance racers do it. I've been watching a little bit of Max Verstappen's Team Redline this weekend, endurance racing at Daytona, and I don't know how they stay on top of it. So I've got a great lead here. I'm doing pretty good, feeling good about how things are going. Make my way through the chicane. Again, this is where I get slowed down every time. Not bad though, not bad. Still keeping up with Dennis as we go into lap 4. And I mentioned that I'm getting tired because of the mistake I'm going to make, I think, on this lap. And I was doing so well. I'm so disappointed in myself and the mistake I made. But let me fast forward just a little bit so you can see where it occurs.
yes.
I believe it's down in the first chicane. And I believe it's this lap where it occurs. So here we come, approaching the first chicane. I hit that speed a little fast there. Nope, not this one. Must be the next lap. I'm going to skip forward one lap. So we've moved ahead a lap. Nope. I'm going to back up. Apologies.
Go fast.
Let me get back to where we just were.
Fast.
Because somewhere along here is where I made a mistake. Maybe it was the second chicane. All right, here we come towards the second chicane. Oh, right. Right. So you can see Dennis here making a move. And this does not go well. I'm not sure what he did, but he cut in and just collided with this guy, hit the wall. I move in here, avoiding that. Bumped for Dennis because we were having fun.
Nice.
But I am still in 6th place at this point. But I've got a gathering of people behind me, and that yellow car behind me has been behind me before. Coming to this turn, I thought a better turn than him, but actually I took it too abrupt, giving these guys behind me the ability to close in on me even further. And I'm about to lose 3 places. Really good pass there. Did not mean to do that. I've now still in 6th place, but I've been passed. And then we have these two behind me hunting me. Real aggressive on my rear, and I've seen this individual before. Penzeng Chen is his name, and I swing way wide there, drawing a slowdown penalty. But again, this is kind of where you can absorb that penalty, so I'm not too worried about it. But he gets a great pass on me, and so does David there. And now I'm like, dang it, I was holding on to that position so good, and now I find myself having dropped back significantly behind these two. To make matters worse, I get passed again by this guy. Rock Next is that guy's name. That's got to be a fake name, though. Or it's a really cool name. Can't hold on keeping him off, so again, my mantra in my head is play it safe. Don't worry about where you sit at the moment. Just focus on what you're doing and play it safe. I'm currently in 9th position. This lap goes fairly uneventfully. This is lap 5. And here we enter lap 6. Lap 6, I'm still in 9th position. Behind me is Malcolm Walker. Yeah, and Malcolm's got good speed on me, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to lose this position to Malcolm at any minute. And you saw that guy just pop in. I'm not sure what that was all about. I don't believe he was there the whole time. Some network issue. Drag race down the main straight. I think he had gone off the track and fell back a bit. Fell kind of into my clutches, but it's not going to happen. Malcolm is right on me. This is a 6th lap. He's got great pace. If he wants to pass me, though, I'm going to make him do it on the inside. He backs out of that. Now, backing up just a minute. You have an accident in front of us. As a result, I am forced to cut the corner here, and I take a slowdown penalty as a result. And there is nowhere to clear that penalty as I'm heading right into a straightaway. So I ease off the gas, trying to clear the penalty but keep my position. But it's not going to happen. At this point, Malcolm's going to get past me as a result of me getting that slowdown penalty. The other option was crash into somebody, and I think it's the lesser of two evils, but it still sucks when it happens. I think I lament about it later on. I think that's what would happen in F1 too. If somebody goes off the track
when you
to
get a
avoid.
slowdown penalty for avoiding an accident, the only way you can do it is to cut the corner.
I think that would happen in Formula One too. I'm not sure. The club asked a high steward can tell me.
Yeah, that's it.
Not the greatest exit from here.
It happens. It's still a great game.
Also not the greatest exit from here, but good enough to stay kind of right on Malcolm's tail. I'm going to fast forward just a little bit so you see as this progresses. I'm just keeping up with Malcolm just fine. He's pulling a little bit ahead of me, but I'm able to close that gap up. Chicanes. Boy, I really hate this corner. Just the worst at it. But that's probably one of the best exits I've had out of it. You can see the opponent behind me is significantly behind me at this point. He's actually, I think, like 2.4 seconds behind me, so I'm in pretty good shape. This is the final lap. We're going into the final lap here. This is a trickier corner than most people realize. But I come out of that just fine, and I'm even closer to Malcolm now. And you're going to hear my radio call to him in just a minute or two, where you can see I'm sliding too. My tires are going, but I'm right up on him. But I also don't want him to think I'm going to do anything crazy and cause us to get an accident. Honestly, at this point, I'm happy to finish in 9th position, which is the position I'm in. I'd be happy with that. Or excuse me, I think I'm in 10th position at this point. 11th. And I would be happy to end this race in this position, simply because I know I'm doing pretty well. I have not accumulated any penalty points at this point. Even though I cut the corner, it's interesting, it didn't penalize, it just slowed me down. I didn't get an off-track penalty, at least as far as I can tell. The only thing I've had so far is contact with one car, but it was incidental contact. I got 0 penalty points for that. But you can see I am right on Malcolm. I take a little peek to the inside. There's no way I'm gonna, you can hear me come off the acceleration, because I'm just like, it's not worth wrecking this race. You're gonna hear me tell him now that I'm gonna be safe about all this.
I'm not going to do anything risky, Malcolm. I got a wife and kid to get back to.
Get a great exit here. He goes wide. I come in right behind him. Right after I tell him I'm not going to do anything risky, I'm right on him. And I can't do anything but at least try to pass him, right? I mean, I can't let that go. It's just too clean. Now, if we get down to this corner and I am at this stage, I'm going to let it go. But I get the pass done on Malcolm well before the turn. I do the turn great. I finish the difficult left. It's a sharp right. I get a good exit out of that. I'm expecting at this point that Malcolm will be able to probably catch up and pass me, but he's running out of time. I mean, there's not very many straightaways left, and this is one of them. In fact, this is the longest of the remaining straightaways, so I'm hoping he doesn't try anything risky. But so far, he's been, again, respectable. I think most of the people in this race were really, really good about it. This is the one that I always get caught out on. And I'm able to pull it without getting a slowdown penalty, even though I could have absorbed it there. I've got quite a distance on Malcolm at this point. Heading in the chicane, just thinking, please don't over-rotate the car at this point. Slow down. Through here, I know I'm good there. And I'm going to wrap up the race there.
That was great stuff. Thanks,
the
man.
403.
Yeah, good race.
And that was Malcolm you just heard right there. So, where does that leave us? Where does that leave us? Let's take a look at the results of this race. I gain almost an entire point of safety rating as a result, which is absolutely incredible. I also gain 26 iRating points, bringing me kind of back up into where I was before this whole snafu. But more importantly to me, I started in 8th place. I finished in 9th place, not too shabby, but number of incident points here are 0, which is what caused my safety rating to just launch up. There's so many turns and the track is so long and there's so many people that this gave me a tremendous benefit in my safety rating, which is great because that's how you get promoted to the next driver's classification, the next license level. So my iRating went up significantly. All in all, a great race with a lot of fun and some very respectable people for the most part, other than that first incident. So there you go. I think that's enough racing for me tonight. I may squeeze one in tomorrow, but that may be my last race at Le Mans for now. Next up, Road Atlanta.